money and currency and the things you need to live. There's a it, it becomes dehumanized when it turns into the dollar bill in my mind. But when it turns into the steak or the pizza or the gasoline, now it's like, oh, now I see the need for that. So something happens in the translation there. No big deal. We'll talk about it. 10 questions to ask yourself before giving up on your dream. And I don't want anybody to leave here thinking that I'm out to try to slam your dreams. But I'm out to tell you that if you don't get serious about it, you're not going to fucking make it. So you might as well stop wasting time. Stop saying you're going to write the book if you're not going to write it. Stop saying you're going to jump out of the plane if you're not going to jump out of the plane. You know, you can't keep talking to yourself in hopes that one day maybe it'll be a little self-motivational trick that you fall for. That won't happen. The people that make it, the people that finally do this shit, go balls to the wall, all out, and they do it. Let's see. So what are they talking about? Oh, female succubus died before 30, still wanted. How do ghosts talk again? Oh, well, if ghosts can talk, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that if they could manipulate the field around them, Stabby, they might be able to get into, they might actually be able to get into your head and simply electrically process the auditory firing neurons you need to hear something. It could be that crazy. It could be crazier than that, something we haven't even imagined yet. I don't even know what a ghost is, but something tells me that there's something to ghost. And my gut tells me, which is not always right, that it may have something to do with dimensions. I think ghosts, what are traditionally described as ghosts anyway, may be accidental appearances of beings from another dimension. Just based on some of the theories I've heard about parallel dimensions and things, you know, tapping into each other like the two bed sheets hanging on the clothesline, that kind of thing, I could see it happening. And I think that's why so many apparently valid ghost sightings, I'll say, because Stabby's going to hang me on this, appear to be just normal people. You know, what you don't hear a lot is that I saw a ghost in futuristic clothing. Have you noticed that? It's always a ghost from the past or from the present. You never hear about ghosts on a hoverboard with the Nikes like Michael J. Fox had on in Back to the Future. Although hoverboards have now been invented, now you can get yours for $10,000, or if you want to get the really good ones, I think they're going for like $50,000 right now. Rather dangerous, not a lot of fun. Plus, it ties your feet up. What do you want to do that for when you get a jetpack and keep your limbs free? Yeah, I want a jetpack that works like a one of those things you roll on two wheels, you lean on. The cops are riding now. It looks kind of retarded, like you're on a wheelbarrow that lost one of the wheels. No, you're just kind of leaning, but yeah. Andrew, if there are any ghosts around, Andrew, I'm afraid this ghost that I just heard from was about 6 years old, if that. So she's probably, but then again, you know, time is relative. She sounded like a little teeny girl, but sometimes from what I've heard, I'm freaking myself out a little bit right here. And I don't even have the energy to be freaked out. The only thing that can really get under my skin is the thought of an evil presence. And I've heard oftentimes before, and Kim, you guys have heard Kim on the show before talking about how a demon or an evil spirit, if they exist, are known to use or reported to use a child's voice and a child's apparition to get you to trust them. And I always think silly stuff like, well, fuck, if I was a demon or the devil, would I really need to trick anybody? I'd walk in and do shit. It'd just be done. It'd be like, bitch, here I am. You're going across the room. Kajankow! Blah, I just kicked you directly in the vaginals. You know, ghost comes in, picks you up, slams you down through the basketball hoop. Yeah.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
The fuck? Yeah, well, yeah, what the actual fuck just happened, I don't know. You know, it's all relative. Let's get into one of these. I think we're going to step first into, and I'll check on the chat again in a minute. These TED Talks are kind of long, and I don't think you guys really like that, so I'm going to have to talk over them. All right, I want to do this one girl. You like the way I did that? I want to do this one girl. Yeah, Mel Robbins. Very interesting speaker. She's also a radio personality. And her title of her TED Talk, and I love TED Talks, as you know, but TEDx kind of suck, and these are all TEDx's. So I got 2 out of California, 1 out of Virginia. In other words, we have TEDx San Francisco, we have TEDx San Jose, and then TEDx Virginia Tech. So I've got 3 talks here. I'll play probably all of them, but I'm going to be talking through. I might just play 2. But let's get started with what she says, how to stop screwing yourself over. Let's listen to what she has to say. I'm going to talk right over it.
Bigger welcome. Hello, San Francisco. TEDx. Oh my God, blinding light. Hi, everybody. How are you? Fine. Oh my
Testing,
gosh.
1, 2.
Okay, so my name is Mel Robbins, and for the last 17 years, I have done nothing but help people get everything that they want. Within reason. My husband's here. And so I've done it in the courtroom, in the boardroom,
Yeah, so we're about equal volume.
in the bedroom, in people's
I'll be
living
pausing
room,
this on occasion.
whatever room you want to be in. If I'm there, I will help you get whatever you want by any means necessary. For the last 3 years, I host a syndicated radio show. 5 days a week, I go live in 40 cities, and I talk to men and women across America who feel stuck. Do you know that a third of Americans feel dissatisfied with their lives right now? That is
I would have guessed it was half, to be honest with you.
million people. That's insane.
She's a mathematician, y'all.
And I've come face to face with it in this new show that I'm doing, which is also insane. It's called In-Laws. I move in with...
No, wait. Your show may be insane, but let me tell you what's even more insane. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat room, also sometimes confused with the scat room or the fat room, Mr. R to the dot to the D to the dot to the Netherlands is in the house. See how I broke that down Barney style for you?
across
We'll keep it going.
America. You guessed it, who are at war with their in-laws. We move them into the same house. I verbally assassinate everybody. We open up Pandora's box, and I get people to stop arguing about the donuts and who's hosting Thanksgiving dinner and talk about the real stuff. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I'm here for you. I'm going to tell you everything I know in less than 18 minutes about how to get what you want.
No, I'm here for you.
So I
She's
want you
not.
to take a millisecond right now, and I want you to think about what you want. You. And I want you to be selfish. Screw Simon and the we thing. This is about me, right now. Sorry, Simon.
Be selfish, guys. Think about what you want.
What do you
be honest
want?
with yourself, seriously.
And here's the
What do
deal.
you fucking want?
I don't want it to sound good to other people. Being healthy will not get your ass on a
be
treadmill.
raw about that shit.
Losing your man boobs so you could hook up with somebody? Now that's motivation. So I want to know, what do you want? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to triple your income? Do you want to start
What do you want, RD?
nonprofit? Do you want to find love? What is it? Get it right here. You know what it is. Don't analyze it.
Do you want to find
Just
love,
pick something.
Andrew?
That's part of the problem. You won't pick. So we're going to be talking about how you get what you want. And
Stabby
frankly,
wants to stop farting. That's a
getting
good
what you
goal.
want is simple. But notice I didn't say it was easy.
Yeah, stop farting.
It's very
Ah.
simple.
Yeah, I got to put a cork up there.
In fact,
Shove a wine
you
bottle up
think
your
about
ass,
it,
Stabby. See if that works.
we live in the most amazing moment in time. So that thing that you have up here, whatever it may be, you want to use healthy eating to cure your diabetes. You want to figure out how to take care of the elders and start a new hospice center. You want to move to Africa and build a school. Guess what? You could walk into a bookstore right now and buy at least 10 books written by credentialed experts on how the hell you do it. You could Google it.
She's telling the truth.
And you could probably find at least, I don't know, 1,000 blogs documenting the step-by-step transformation that somebody else is already doing. You can find anybody online
So what are you waiting
and
for?
cyberstalk them. You can just walk in their footsteps and let them, just use the science of drafting. Follow what everyone else has done, because somebody else is already doing it.
Now, I have to pause here because I hear this all the time in writing workshops and a lot of books that I've read on writing fiction. And you hear it in almost all of the arts. If you want to make it, do what the big names are doing. That might work for you, But when you do that, you've already established yourself as a leg of that personality. So I tell people that ask me about writing, not many people do, that if you really want to find your style, don't read too many books. If you've been reading a lot of fiction novels, get away from them. Get into nonfiction and just reading periodicals or whatever. And then start working on your fiction so your style will not become nothing but fragments of other styles you're reading. Just like R.D. said last time he was on the show, we tend to be thinking about and talking about the book we're currently reading or most recently read. And it kind of becomes our main thinking and our main topic for a period of months sometimes after we've read it. And isn't that strange? But if you're going to do that, if you're just going to copy somebody else and that works, well, that's all you're going to be seen as. How many people do you know copied Robin Williams as a comedian and made it? Is there anybody like Robin Williams was? And who do you think he copied? Robin Williams was a unique dude, man. And that's what you got to do. Sam Kinison, you got to break through to get to the unique shit. And you can fail, too. Who was the dude, Man in the Moon? Fucking negative-ass comedian? That's not... People come to laugh. Don't be doing that.
So why
but anyway, let's see what else she's got.
What you want?
She fucks up here.
When
but
you have
I'll tell you how.
the information that you need, you have the contacts that you need. There are probably free tools online that allow you to start a business or join a group or do whatever the heck you want. It all comes down to one word.
Jonathan Winters.
Shut the front door. You know what I'm talking about? The F-bomb. It's everywhere. You hear it all the time. And I honestly don't understand what the appeal is of the word. I mean, you don't sound smart when you say it.
Say my name, bitch.
And
She's not
it's
talking
really
about
not
fuck.
expressing how you really feel.
Come on.
It's sort of a cheap, shot to take. And of course, I'm talking about the word fine. How you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Oh, really? You are? Dragging around those extra 40 pounds? You're fine? Feeling like roommates with your spouse? And you're fine? You haven't had sex in 4 months? You're fine? Really?
I haven't had sex in 4 months. My dick fell off.
But see, here's the deal with saying that you're fine. It's actually genius. Because if you're fine, you don't have to do anything about it.
You don't have to do anything.
But when you think about this word fine, it just makes me so angry. I mean, here we are at a conference about being alive, and you're going to describe the experience of being alive as fine? What a flimsy and feeble word. If you're crappy, say you're crappy.
All right, y'all, so I got to go use the bathroom. And this is a good clip, so keep listening. It's going to get a little bit louder here, so I'm turning my mic off for a sec.
I don't want to burden you
and
with
I'll
the
be right
fact that I hate my life, or, hey, I'm amazing, but that would make you feel terrible. The bigger issue with fine is that you say it to yourself. That thing that you want, I guarantee you, you've convinced yourself that you're fine not having it. That's why you're not pushing yourself. It's the areas in your life where you've given up, where you've said, oh, I'm fine. My mom's never going to change, so I just can't have that conversation. I'm fine. We got to wait until the kids graduate before we get divorced, so we'll just sleep in separate bedrooms. I'm fine. I lost my job. I can barely pay my bills, but whatever. It's hard to get a job. And, one of the reasons why this word also just annoys me so much is scientists have calculated, I'm coming down. Scientists have calculated the odds of you being born. That's right. They've crunched the numbers. I see you up there. They've crunched the numbers on you. Yeah, no, you guys standing up, you want to sit down for this. They've crunched the numbers on you being born. And they took into account all of the wars and the natural disasters and the dinosaurs and everything else. And do you realize that the odds of you, yeah, right here, put your computer away, stand up for me, Doug. So the odds of Doug here, turn around, say hi to everybody. The odds, of Doug being born, at the moment in time he was born, to the parents you were born to, with the DNA structure that you have,